Hello students, I am so glad to meet you again. I thank my Almighty God for this wonderful opportunity. I hope you are all good in health. God will protect us from all harms and dangers. Be obedient to your parents, eat healthy food, set aside enough time to study. Keep yourself healthy. Our school has started online classes. This is my first video. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of the wisdom. With this thought, I am going to start my online teaching. To begin this, we will start from the lesson 1, Operating Systems. This lesson is covered by these contents. There are operating system, functions of an operating system, types of operating systems based on the user interface. In this video, you are going to learn about operating system and functions of an operating system. First, we will see what is a computer system. A computer system is a combination of hardware and software components. We will see what is a software. A software is a set of programs that gives instructions to a computer. Why we need to give the instructions to a computer? Because the instructions tell a computer how to do a task. Now let's see what is a hardware. A hardware is a physical components of a computer. So computer uses the required hardware components to complete the task. So software used to do the task and hardware is used to complete the task. Overall, a computer system cannot perform a task in absence of any hardware or software. So this is about a computer system. The software in a computer system is broadly divided into two types. One is system software, another one is application software. First we will see what is a system software. These are the programs is designed to control the operations of a computer system. These programs help to run the other software of a computer. Some examples of system softwares are the operating system, system development software or device drivers, and utility programs. Now let's see what is the application software. A computer uses an application software to do tasks given by the user. An application software is used for one specific purpose. For example, you can use MS Word to create a document and you can use MS Excel to create a worksheet. So this is about software. Now let's see what is an operating system. An operating system is a type of system software. Already you learned about the classification of software. There are two types. One is system software, another one is application software. The operating system will comes under the system software. You cannot work on a computer without an operating system. We cannot work without operating system in a computer. An operating system is an interface between the user and the computer. See the example. The user uses an application software to send instructions. An operating system receives all the instructions and accordingly passes the control to the hardware devices. So the operating system is the interface between user and the computer. So this is about operating system. Now let's see the functions of an operating system. An operating system performs the following functions. There are starting a computer, memory management, resource management, process management, and managing files and folders. Now I explain this one by one. First, we will see starting a computer. The process of loading an operating system onto the computer memory is called booting. It means when you turn on a computer, its operating system is loaded into its memory. That is called booting. So this is about starting a computer. Next, we will see about memory management. An operating system performs the following rules in memory management. The first one is it allocates the memory space to a task. It allocates the memory space to a task. It keeps the track of the data loaded into the memory and its usage. After allocate the memory, it will store the data into the memory. And third one is it deallocates the memory space. The deallocate means it releases the memory space. First it will allocate the memory and it will store the data in the memory. After the usage, it will deallocate the memory space. So the process of memory management is it will allocate the memory and then it will use the memory. At last it will release the memory. This is the process of memory management. So overall, memory means storage. Memory management means storage management. Now let's see what is the resource management. An operating system performs the following tasks for resource management. The first one is it keeps track of the process that have hardware or software requirements. It means an operating system is basically a collection of software that manages computer hardware resources and provides common services for computer programs. The next one is it assigns the hardware or software to the process. First it will keeps the tracks of the process that have hardware or software. Here it will assigns the hardware or software to the process. The last one is it has the priority system. What is the meaning of priority system? It has a priority system that maintains the order in which a resource is to be allocated to the process. So in the matter of multi-user of multitask, we can use this environment such as main memory, CPU cycles and files storage are to be allocated to each user or task. Task means job, particular job. So this is about resource management. Now let's see about process management. A process is a task in execution. An operating system assigns a task given by the user to the CPU and controls the order of its execution. Let's see one example. The process may be considered to be in one of two states, that is running or not running. Running means runnable, not running means blocked. When the operating system creates a new process, that process is initially allocates as not running state. The chosen process is then relabeled from not running to running state, and its execution is either begin if it is a new process or is resumed if it is a process which was interrupted as on earlier time. So this process is called as process management. Next we will see about managing files and folders. An operating system keeps track of the files and folders stored on the hard disk. It performs the following tasks for managing files and folders. First one, it allocates memory. It allocates memory to store files and folders. And next one, it helps to store files under different folders or subfolders. And after the files and folders are deleted, the operating system deallocates the memory. Deallocate means already I told, that is release. After the files and folders are deleted, automatically it will release the memory. This is the process of operating system in managing files and folders. So in this video you learned about a computer system and the types of software, and you learned about operating system and the functions of an operating system. There are starting a computer, memory management, resource management, process management, managing files and folders. Okay students, it's time to finish this session. Now I'm going to check your observation. Here some observation questions are here. These questions are true or false type questions. You're going to guess the answers now. Guess the answers whether this is correct answer or wrong, correct statement or wrong statement. The first question is, a computer system is a combination of hardware and software. Guess your answer. Yeah, your guessing is correct. This is a correct statement. Now the second one, application software manages various hardware devices. Yeah, your guessing is correct. This is a wrong statement. This is a wrong statement because application software manages various software devices, not hardware devices. So this statement is wrong. The next one, the process of loading an operating system onto the memory is called booting. Yeah, your guessing is correct. This is a correct statement. Next question, process management is not done by an operating system. Yeah, your guessing is correct. This is a wrong statement because process management is done by an operating system. That is a correct statement. Now let's get into the next question. An operating system keeps track of the files and folders on the hard disk. Yeah, absolutely. That is correct statement. I really appreciate you. Very good. You guess all the answers correctly. Here I attached some recapitulation questions. The first question is, how many types of softwares are available in a computer system? What are they? Two types. There are system software and application software. The next question is, what is an operating system? An operating system is a type of system software. You cannot work on a computer without an operating system. An operating system is an interface between the user and the computer system. Next question is, give any three functions performed by an operating system. Memory management, process management, resource management. The next question is, explain about managing files and folders. It allocates memory to store files and folders. It helps to store files under different folders or subfolders. After the files and folders are deleted, the operating system deallocates the memory. Children, now see here, 4 question answers are here. You have to copy down these 4 question answers in your classwork. If you don't have classwork, means you can copy down these question answers in your practice note. Practice note means rough notes. After copy down all the question answers in your practice note, you have to take the photocopy of the pages and submit the pages to this website classroom.google.com or download Google Classroom from Play Store. After you downloaded, you open the classroom and in the right corner of the classroom you can see one symbol plus. Click the symbol and choose join class. Then you have to type the class code DIEOM7H. After type the class code, click join button. Here you can see my first assignment. lesson 1 operating system. Click on this. Now you can see the new page. In the right corner you can see your workplace. Here you have to click add or create button. After you click this, you can see these options. In this you have to choose file. Choose file option and you attach the photocopy of the pages. After you attach the files, you have to submit the classwork. To submit, you have to click turn in option. In this Google Classroom, you can see my resources as well as you can submit your classwork. Thank you, children.